Hi, friends. I just want to share something with you really quick. I'm going to share my screen. I found an amazing wellness company. It's like a shopping club. And so I found them back in April. So what happened is I was actually in Vegas at a conference and in the restroom during one of the breaks, these girls were using this dry shampoo. And I had been looking for a cleaner, better dry shampoo for a long time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where are you getting your dry shampoo? And it smelled so good too. So she's like, hey, it's a store, Melaleuca Wellness, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, she's like, and I can send you a link. And I was like, wait, no, because you know what? I have a friend who has been trying to get me to look at this company since like 2022, maybe 2021. Years is my point. She had been trying to get me to look at it for years. And I kept like, oh, no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But I just didn't know what I didn't know. So I got back and I got with my friend and I was like, hey, okay, tell me about this. What you got? And that's when I realized, whoa, I really should have looked at this sooner because for about a decade, going on 10 years, James and I have really been doing a switch of cleaner ingredients, checking what's coming into our house, what products we use, our supplements, um, non-fluoride. Like there's so many switches we have already been making for like the last 10 years. But there are still things that were coming into my house, like Clorox wipes, and I still went to the store, but I bought other things when I could replace it. And then, boom, here this falls into my lap. And these products we bring into our home are so much cleaner, greener, safer. It's just absolutely incredible. And there's been a Melaleuca since 1985. So they develop and manufacture like if you buy it at Target, Walmart, Sephora, and it's just to make homes safer and families healthier with the products. Because studies have shown, like, do you know even your cleaners that you bring into your house, like the Clorox, the bleaches, the laundry soaps, there are studies that show even cleaning with some of these cleaners 2 to 3 times a week, lung studies have shown with this toxic environment of just all these chemical cleaners, lung studies show that even using them 2 to 3 times a week, your lungs, you might as well have smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. That's what these, so yeah, it's absolutely crazy what's coming into your house. And this is way more innovative. So the product lines include, like I said, pretty much anything that you go buy at the store. My home cleaning. So what brought me here was dry shampoo and the laundry soap. Incredible. And then over like the last going on a year, we have just gradually replaced things as we ran out. As I was getting running out of dryer sheets, they got replaced. There are also home conversion kits, vitamins, band-aids, ibuprofen, James's shaving gel. It all comes, I just put it in a little cart and it shows up at my door. And then huge savings for better ingredients. So even like I said, medicines and treatments, our son's allergy meds, our sunscreen, our after sun, like aloe kind of lotion, essential oils, and y'all, this is the coolest part about our essential oils. Most companies they do 7, maybe 8 tier testing on efficacy of their oils. Our Melaleuca does like 10 tier, 10 deep, you guys. That's unheard of. Nobody else does that. Healthy foods, snacks, the beef jerky, my word. And then the protein bars. Holy cow. Skincare, hair care, cosmetics, like these are luxury kind of cosmetics. Nature holds solutions. It's healthier. Science unlocks it. So this is the most beautiful blend of science and nature. And I love, love, love these products. So Melaleuca tests the products against the competition. Things like Tide, Unilever, Clorox, um, Eucerin, the big dogs out there, that is who we test against to make sure we are far more effective and safer than those. Customers order, they're shipped straight to your door. Everything's made in North America. There's a couple things in Canada, and the mascara is made in Italy. And I'm not even mad about that because the mascara is bomb. So, unlike Walmart, Amazon Plus, all those, we have vertical integration, which means Melaleuca develops it, tests it, owns the products, boxes it, ships it. There is no middleman. Where when you order from places like Amazon, Costco, Walmart Plus, you still have your membership, your benefits, whatever it is you're paying for, but the products that they send you could be Johnson and Johnson, have toxins, like they're not selling their own products, they're selling somebody else's products. And Melaleuca only sells things that they made, from ingredients to the manufacturing to putting them in boxes and getting them on your doorstep. Top to bottom control is all with Melaleuca. Because did you know, most of you probably do, but on average, 63% of what you pay for a national brand totally waste. You are just giving your money to the space it takes up on the shelf, the money it costs them to get it there, the advertising, the commercials, the endorsements by some basketball player or some movie star. That is where your money is going. The rest is total filler. So here, do things a little differently. One, way higher quality ingredients, innovative formulas, nobody else has them, much better performance because remember, we're tested against all those ones we're competing with, and we rely 100% on word of mouth. So you're not paying for the basketball star, the TV ad, the space on a shelf. Very unique because they make it, you order it, you get it. So millions of customers, just like you, just like me, has switched to where we spend our money because we're spending it. Like I will buy laundry soap, shampoo, shaving gel, toothpaste. These are things I will buy. I was buying them somewhere before. I just changed where I bought them. So they're cleaner, greener, safer, more concentrated, way bigger bang for my buck. And I save money and they show up at my doorstep. So it's not you're spending extra, you're spending less, and it's the same dollars you would have spent on these things anyway. So the EcoSense line, that is all the cleaning things. Like I said, I fell in love with the laundry. These are products that are formulated to be safer than even the so-called like labeled as safe ingredients. Products outperform them, and most of them, they're chemically laden, and we are not. Never ever has a product required a safety cap and have sold 500 million bottles and not one time a safety cap or a safety mishap. We pioneered some of the very first home care products that are made with plant-derived ingredients and continue to innovate. They're not just good, they're constantly always getting better. And you're not going to see chlorine, ammonia, phosphates, phthalates, parabens, formaldehyde, abrasives. These are no toxic or caustic chemicals. Like I said, when we're using those essential oils as fragrances and stuff, they've been 10 times tested for efficacy through 10 levels. And most national brands, they're selling you the water, and we replace that because we send it to you in the little bottle, and then you get the spray bottle. And on the spray bottle, it has little lines. Fill here with your concentrate, fill to here to the fill line. So out of one concentrate, dependent on the product, you're going to get 6 to 8 bottles of that cleaner, full size bottles. So when compared to, say, you're doing Windex, your concentrate is going to make 4 bottles, saving you. You get your Clear Power 12X, which is like $6.99, which makes 4 bottles of Windex, which would be almost $15. Do you see where we're getting at here? It's cleaner and safer and more convenient and saves you money. And since 1985, we have saved over $292 million pounds of plastic, 48 million gallons of fossil fuels, and 1.53 billion with a B tons of harmful emissions. And all that innovation goes across all of our products, y'all. The baby line, Koala Cubs. This is baby wipes, their body wash, shampoo, diaper cream, the whole baby line with no parabens, formaldehyde, dyes. It's crazy. And then this lotion, the Renew Intensive Skin Therapy. Renew is clinically proven to outperform the market leading lotions. And studies confirm it. Hilltop Research, one of the world's leading research groups, said, yeah, totally hands down, Renew wins. Scientifically exceptionally high quality ingredients. Compared to Eucerin, which is kind of like the most sold, that is even almost comparable, still cannot compete. Renew wipes it out. So super incredible. The Sabella line. Oh my gosh. So world-class, exceptional ingredients, things like bakuchiol, vitamin C, peptides, the most effective solutions, skincare, beauty on your terms, because Sabella does cosmetics, skin performance, hair, the dry shampoo that brought me here. That's pretty incredible. So, at the heart of innovation, best in class supplements, because let's just face it, today's food lacks nutrients. More and more research confirms every day that industrial farming, the genetically modified, artificial fertilizers, all this, it is depleting the nutrients that should be in our soil, which then should end up in our food. But because it's not in the soil, it's not in the food. So we got to fill some gaps. The need for quality supplements is here and is greater. This is one of my favorite parts about all the supplements, whether it's the protein, the vitamins, whatever it is you're doing. We have a patented mineral delivery process called Oligo, and it ensures that our vitamins and minerals are 10 times more absorbable than any national brand supplement you're going to grab off a shelf. That's incredible. Is the foundation for all of our life-changing vitamins, nutrition packs. When you get a sec, go look up peakperformancestudies.com. Is going to blow you away. It is the reason why I take the vitamins every day. 25 key health markers, from cholesterol to blood pressure to inflammatory markers. This crushes. So offers also benefits to help increase wellness, including a free, innovative, proven community-centered weight loss program called R3. Absolutely pretty cool coaching. They're sharing workouts, recipes, everything. The meat, Riverbend Ranch. Now that I have mentioned it, it's probably going to show up in your little Facebook feeds or algorithms or whatever, but Riverbend Ranch, Melaleuca customers, your membership opens access to the highest quality and tastiest beef that goes from farm to table. So, so good. The beef jerky, I'm telling you, the beef jerky is the best we've ever had. So how do you become a member? You just let me know. Is just like Costco's, Sam's, Walmart Plus, any other membership, but here it's only $19, which is for a whole year. You have full control. You pause, you start, you stop, you order, but that $19 is for a whole year, and that includes all the benefits. You do have monthly shopping, but you're replacing where you shop it. So 100% 90-day money back guarantee. So returns are super easy, and I've never seen a better customer support ever. So 35 points a month for products, because products are assigned different points. Your goal is to hit 35 points every month. Crazy easy. So where did they come up with this 35 points? They did field studies. And that was actually, they took an average single male and living in just an average apartment in an average little town with a normal job, they found that was the least purchasing demographic. Like those dudes, they shop the least, most basic. And then they took their shopping and kind of split it in half. So this is like the lowest points, even the least shopping person on the planet would buy in a month. So any normal family is definitely going to do that much because you are washing your hair, you're brushing your teeth, you're doing laundry, you're washing dishes, you're using dishwasher pods, you're using dryer sheets, you're cleaning your floors and windows. And really 35 points ends up being maybe 70, $75. I can't remember before the store ever walking out of a normal store under $75. And then to think that I was paying mostly for like water and advertising. So an average family is well over 50 points. I know James and I. So customers maintain a backup order. So you can let Melaleuca decide what the backup order is. And some customers like that. They like getting things that they wouldn't have normally bought. The only time you would get a backup order is if for a whole month you did not shop. You guys, I don't have a month that I do not need to go to the store, but if that happens, you get a backup order. You can go in and decide what goes in your backup order, or you can just take the one that Melaleuca sends you. And if there's a time that you cannot do an order, you're out of town, you're for whatever reason, you can pause it, but you're $19 paid for a whole year. So then when you come back and when you get back, you place your order, guess what? You're still run on your $19 membership. You don't have to re-sign up. It paid for a whole year. You suspend your membership anytime for any reason. It's super easy. Now, some comparisons. Don't care where you shop, what you pick, you're going to find Melaleuca is cleaner, greener, safer, more affordable, and way more convenient. Every cart is always going to be less for better. And you guys, the mascara, here it is again. The mascara is bomb. Just add to cart. Trust me, thank me later. So remember, this is money you're already spending every single day. You're just switching to a better store. And there are ways that we make it super easy. There are value packs for new customers to help you make the switch without being like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. We help you. It has some things from each line that is most used in your home, whether it's vitamins, shampoo, toothpaste, cleaners, laundry soap. There are conversion packs on sale for brand new customers. New members also receive $100 in free products, $20 every month for the first 5 months. Also, you can earn free shipping, loyalty bucks so that you can make your carts even cheaper. And you're like thinking, ooh, that sounds great, but why haven't I heard of Melaleuca? And maybe you have, and you just haven't decided to take a good hard look, but it's 100% word of mouth, which means every day when somebody tells somebody else about it, it is being discovered. And now in the day and time of social media, word spreads even faster. You guys, here's just a few examples of the awesomeness of this store. So, out of millions of companies, only 1/10 of 1% is ever recognized by USA Today. But Melaleuca is a most trusted brand, America's best store, and Forbes says it's the best mid-sized employer and best employer for women for years running, year over year. So it is the place to shop. And you might be start talking about us too, like I did. Like I started shopping in April, and probably by November, I was like, why are not people shopping from here? I don't even understand. So in November, I started sharing. And for many, they find that their friends, their families, their neighbors, the the coach of the kids' basketball team, they're looking for things. You're hearing them talk about laundry soaps and proteins and collagens and peptides. And if you know people who brush their teeth and wash their clothes, you could tell them, hey, I shop from here because every single shopper can let somebody else know they shop here. And when they shop here, you get a thank you check. And they're very nice thank you checks. And those checks are more than one-time payments because guess what? Over 96% of shoppers who shop once will shop the next month and the next month and the next month. That is really reliable repeat income, which is very sweet to know is coming. So since 1985, Melaleuca has paid out more than $7.8 billion to families just like yours. That helps with budget, you guys. Seriously. Also, Melaleuca is privately owned, which means there's nobody else calling the shots, no big board of governings. And then also, Melaleuca is 100% debt free. That is also almost unheard of. So, pretty incredible. So, do you see yourself being a shopper or shopping and sharing? But either way, this is money you have directed for family budget that now can be a more family friendly budget because this is safer, more convenient, and actually saves you money. So, shopping or shopping and sharing, this is the place. Anyways, thank you so much. I did not want to waste a lot of your time, but let me stop the share screen and we'll say good night, goodbye, good day whenever you're watching. Anyways, peace.